Hello, welcome to Cat's Love, and today I'm going back to my cat breed profile series to talk about the Chantilly-Tiffany. This breed has two names, one is Chantilly and the other is Tiffany. But for this episode I'm going to be referring to this breed as the Chantilly to cease any future confusion. Oh, and this breed is also known as the Foreign Longhair, if you're familiar with that name. But anyway, let's get into the history of the Chantilly cat. It's not known when or where this breed originated from, but the first record of this breed was in the state of New York, when a breeder named Jenny Robinson crossed a pair of two long-haired cats who, at the time, she believed to be long-haired Burmeses. But the weird thing is that later on, when breeders were trying to produce this breed, they were prohibited from outcrossing this breed with the Burmese. Anyway, when the Chantilly cat was first registered, it was called the Foreign Longhair. But the breeders didn't like that name, so they renamed it to Tiffany. But that caused some confusion as the British Cat Registry already had a cat labeled as Tiffany. Which is even more confusing as the breed that they had labeled as Tiffany is also known as the Burmilla. Why is there so many Tiffany's? Where is Tiffany? Who is Tiffany? Why is Tiffany? So then they renamed the breed to the Chantilly. But after many attempts of producing this breed, the cattery soon dwindled, and with a fire that destroyed a cattery in Amorino, it's a town near Chicago, the breed basically stopped getting produced. In fact, it was practically impossible to recreate this breed as all the records of it were lost in the fire. To double down on that, breeders decided that they were going to try to breed the final remaining Chantilly cats together, which ultimately failed, leading to basically the extinction of this breed. Well, about that, the breed isn't actually like extinct where they're all dead and they don't exist anymore. The breed is called extinct as all the records and just everything about them was burnt down in that fire, basically meaning that the breed can't be pedigreed. Just so you know, this breed is absolutely loyal to their owners. They're basically man's best friends, so I would not leave them alone for long periods of time. Anyway, this breed does require room to play and to run. Yes, running. This breed is very energetic and they need room to exercise. They require exercise, especially interactive exercise. They are also very extroverted, which means that interactive toys would be a good way to keep this breed stimulated. But this breed needs to eat, so here's the recommended cat foods that I would get for the Chantilly cat. It's recommended to feed this cat high-quality foods, usually accommodating chicken, beef, turkey, salmon, or even anchovies. I say those as those are the foods that this breed can gain nutrients from, but also to keep particular foods away, especially corn. You may have seen my past video to where I talked about cats and their addiction to corn. Well, I wouldn't let this breed have a lot of corn as they have a delicate digestive system. Plus, a predictable diet will also keep that whole thing in check. Speaking of health and digestion and stuff like that, let's move on to their health. Alright, hold on. Pause. I did a funny. I'm so glad I started this segment with the breeds that start with the letter C. Almost every cat breed profile so far, ever since the segment has started, has had no documented health problems specific to the breed. This segment may seem useless at first, but trust me, let it grow, the segment will become something better than what it is now. You just gotta trust me on that. Bow. So for this segment, I would just say to watch out for the common health problems that occur in all cats. ASPCA Pet Insurance states that respiratory and gastrointestinal problems may occur in this breed, but in the same time that was said in an article about the Tiffany cat, so I don't know if they were talking about the Chantilly, which I'm talking about today, or the Burmilla, or the Burmese, or any of the Tiffany's. I gotta do a video in the future talking about why 4 cat breeds so far have been called Tiffany. The Tiffany saga. Anyway, let's analyze the looks of this cat breed and analyze their appearance. The Chantilly cat is a medium-sized breed that has a height from 8 to 10 inches tall. This breed can be from 6 to 15 pounds or more, and their head is usually a wedge shape. This breed also has medium-sized ears, usually with ear tufts, and they also have long hair growing from them. Their fur is long, soft, and silky with a luxurious feel, like a luxurious rug. In fact, their coat actually has no undercoat, making it easier to groom them. And their eyes are oval-shaped, usually with a gold color that deepens as they age. Speaking of pre colors, here are the most common fur colors and patterns you can find on this breed. First of all, the majority of their fur colors are blue, fawn, cinnamon, black, lilac, and most commonly a chocolate brown. Their most common coat pattern, one, is tabby. I didn't find any other source that said any other coat pattern. I could only find like 2 sources, and they both said tabby. And you know the segment I do after that whole fur color and pattern one, the similar breeds to the breed I'm talking about? Well, that's practically impossible, as this breed has no lineage or anything like that, so it's practically impossible to find out what 2 breeds produce the Chantilly cat. So some familiar breeds, sort of, are the Ragdoll in terms of their coat, and the Burmese in terms of their personality. Anyway, let's move on to our final segment, the final fun facts. Yippee! So this breed is rare, I'm pretty sure I've made that clear. But how much would they cost? Well, on average, the Chantilly cat would cost around $400 to $800. Pretty cheap for a rare breed, don't you think? Well, they're only that cheap because they're not really a delicacy or anything like that. Also, they can live from 7 to 16 years or longer. Also, they are a pretty vocal breed. Although they don't do the traditional meow, usually they only do a chirp or oftentimes a yowl. Their temperament is affectionate, extroverted, gentle, and playful. Thanks for watching. I didn't think I was going to be able to cover this breed, as when I first searched up what this breed even was, the first thing I saw was them being labeled extinct. So that made me pretty sad, but then I researched it more in depth and found out it's just a misunderstanding. And I'm honestly glad I could cover this breed in the series. Anyway, stay tuned for next week because I'm going back to my cat body language series to talk about their meow language. But until then, thanks for watching. This has been Cat's Love. See you next episode. Stay tuned, the Shark Rooks is coming up next.